Hey everybody, James Yeager with Tactical Response. Thanks for watching. Well, I would like to issue a couple of things you should be aware of. Most of you will be, but I want to make sure that we're all on the same page, because we're all protectors. People that watch this channel are protectors of their family, their communities, their churches, their schools, their businesses, and so for some things I want to make sure we're clear of. Number one, we all have ourselves and our families that we take very good care of, but we all have extended family members in different places, and if there was some type of emergency, we'd worry about them. Most recently, with this COVID thing happened, we started getting calls from these people. Where can I buy a gun? Where can I buy toilet paper? I know you got food stored up, and those things. So it's time to reach out to them, and it's time for you to take some precautions as well. And I know every time I do one of these, all these guys, well, I'll just shoot them and blah, blah, blah. Okay, I've got little grandkids. My little grandkids ain't shooting people and stuff like that. I mean, there are people, you might be a Rambo, okay, but not everybody in your family and your life is. So a few things that you need to be aware of. Number one, in stone election night. Do not be in or allow your family to be in any major metropolitan areas that are potentially unsafe. And in my opinion, all major metropolitan areas are potentially unsafe. So election night, in my opinion, is a good night to not be in town. You can do whatever you want to with that. And I'm telling you, it doesn't matter who wins. It doesn't matter who wins. It's like the Super Bowl. They'll tear up their own town, okay, even if they win. So it doesn't matter who wins. Another thing are these different police officers that have been charged with murder. As I film this, there's a half a dozen or so around the country. And this is going to be rapidly evolving. And I mean, to the extent of, I don't know how to tell you to steer around it. Other than, for instance, if there's going to be a trial, and there's a trial going on, you should pay attention to that trial and listen for closing arguments. Like closing arguments begin today in the such and such trial. That is it's time to start going somewhere. Now the jury, that might take them a day, 2 days. It might take a week for closing arguments, whatever. And the jury might be back 10 minutes, or they might be out for 10 days. I don't know. And so I know what I'm telling you is very open-ended, but it's going to be very volatile. Again, because there is no answer. Even if the jury came back and said, hang the officers, firing squad, kill them, that still wouldn't be enough. They're still going to riot. They're still going to tear stuff up. So I'm telling you, you have to just, if you have people you care about, tell them to be somewhere else. It's the safest place they can be. That is different for different people. I understand that. And every time I say, you should do this or that, people go, I can't just leave. Well, I tell you, if your house was on fire, you'd get out of it. And I'm telling you that your city might be on fire on these days. So again, the election, plan around that. Like you can do that right now. But these other things, these officers, and again, it's so tough. It's so volatile. It's so sporadic. It could just erupt. If we look at the LA riots, there are people just doing their job, driving around, Reginald Denny, so to speak. And to give an example, dragged out his truck. He didn't even know what was going on, that there was a riot. He was just doing his job. We have a little bit better ability to stay informed now with our smartphones and stuff, but still, you could wind up doing your job, delivering a pizza or driving your Uber or whatever it is that you might do for a living, and just wind up in a horrible place. So please try to stay aware of that stuff, and just be careful. So but we will be doing a live stream election night, and so if you guys want to hang around for that, I did 8 hours straight last time. I stood for 8 hours, didn't take a break. I mean, no breaks at all. I dehydrated myself before it, so I wouldn't have to go pee during it. I'm gonna sit down some this time. But join us for election night coverage if you want to have some fun. It's a very, very volatile topic, and I'm going to invite people to come here. Alumni, if you want to come here and watch it with me, come on down. Bring your rifles. You can provide security for me. But I'm trying to joke around a little bit. This is a serious subject. Please make sure your families are as safe as possible on those particular nights. This is James Yeager with Tactical Response, reminding you that your responsibility to be ready for the fight never ends.